Wow, this is fucking great. We're not even live on YouTube.
Oh shit! Did you see that? There's an issue. Experiencing issues. What did it say? Experiencing issues of creating streams and going live on YouTube.
How
It
weird.
says we're live.
We're
It does
live
show
on
we're live.
Twitch and we're live on Twitter, but we're not live on YouTube. So that's a bit shit.
Right. Well, let's see if we can direct people to watch us on Twitter.
I think there's only Thimbo watching in the YouTube anyway at the moment. But
yeah, I'll
is that
post.
about?
Yeah, I think it's definitely between StreamYard and YouTube there's an issue.
Fair enough. So tonight's is going to be a Twitch and Twitter only affair then, by the looks of it. Oh, well, good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to episode 14 of the XBL Party Podcast 2024. Joining me tonight, we have the BaldManGamer, and I do believe we are getting Fabio at some point. He's just running a bit late, as always. But yeah, how is it going, mate? How's your week been?
Yeah, not so bad, mate. Not so bad. Obviously, always fun to be here talking all things Xbox, religion, prostitution, and everything else.
It's going to be one of those episodes again, is it?
I'll try and tone it down this time. I got a lot of hate from last week, but not so bad. I've been busy sorting things out with insurance companies and things like that, but other than that, mate, all good. How's your week been? What have you been up to?
All right. It's been pretty slow, to be fair. I've been playing Coral Island still. Fucking addicted to that. It doesn't require any thought. I just load it up and play it. It's one of those. But started playing Dragon's Dogma 2 today. And
what's that like?
Honestly, straight out the gate, it performs and looks like shit.
30 frames.
But but it's noticeable 30 frames. Like it's just fucking jittery all over the place. I can't stand it. I mean, I know the last one was, but it's on fucking weaker hardware, so you kind of expect it. But I thought with the variable frame rate, it'd be a bit better than what it has been. But no, like out of the gate, it just looks like shit. But it is what it is. What have you been playing this weekend?
Sorry, just 1 second. I'm just putting a comment in YouTube for anyone that is trying to watch on YouTube. Obviously, there is an issue on YouTube with StreamYard, so our shows aren't showing live, but we are live on Twitch and on Twitter/X. So if you are trying to watch us on here on YouTube, just jump over to there and watch us there. We'll bring it up so we can look at comments just in case we miss anything.
Yeah, no worries.
Live, right? So let's post that comment there. But yeah, I've been playing a bit more of Police Simulator. Because that's it. Yeah, a bit of fun. I've got a car now, and so I've got my police car, so I'm like cruising about and stuff like that, and it's fun and pulling people over. I can just blip them, make them pull over. And things like that, and so it's fun. It is good fun. Problem is, it's like if I accidentally bump into someone's car. So say I'm pulling someone over, and I bump into their car, I then have to get out, speak to them, take pictures of their car, of the accident, and I have to give them an accident report, and I have to go full fucking details. It's like, oh my god. Well, last night I was just that fed
driver
up.
Was pissed.
Yeah, so I asked for. It was funny because I asked for their ID, insurance and ID, checked their insurance and ID, and their driver's license was expired. So I did them. So I gave them the accident report form, but then I did them for driving without a valid driver's license, which invalidated their insurance. And I also drugs test them and alka test them, and they had cannabis in the system, so I ended up arresting them.
Oh, fair enough.
So I got out of that one.
Scott, just to let you know, YouTube is having an issue tonight. I can't seem to get it to go live. It's apparently there's something going on between YouTube and StreamYard, so it's just going to be on Twitch and Twitter tonight. So if you are watching on Twitter, you can comment on there and you know, if you're on Twitch, you can comment on there. We'll still be able to see it. It's just we can't react to YouTube because YouTube's gone down, unfortunately.
Yeah. I didn't know it showed because it's like I've got StreamYard open, so I can see the comments, and it does show me the comments from Twitch and Twitter/X. I didn't realize it did that. I was going to open it up on my phone and that, but that's good. That's clever.
Yeah, it's quite handy. Quite handy for when shit hits the fan.
But yeah, it's their end, not our end. When and where it'll be sorted, I don't know. But what else have I played? Yeah, so I jumped on that for a bit. It's just fun. It's a good bit of fun. It is, like you say, it's a simulator game, so you've got to follow the law and stuff like that. But like just standing there, get out my car, stand there with my speed gun and doing people for speeding and tinted windows and LEDs underneath and stuff like that. It's good fun.
Fair. It does sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's
don't mind the odd simulator every now and again.
It's just when I'd stop someone randomly and I start talking to him, and if they act suspicious or anything like that, it's enough cause to ask for their ID. And then all it takes is one thing to be out of place on the ID, and then I can start. Right, I'm going to detain you while I search you. Yeah, I can arrest anyone for any reason. It just goes against me if I don't have probable cause and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's good how it does it. It's good how it does it. It's good fun. And I jumped into Destiny 2 because yesterday, Into the Light, the new content that's just dropped, which runs to mid-May, end of May. So they just dropped a load of new content, new bunch of new stuff, new modes and things like that, which was good fun. I enjoyed it. I only briefly got to jump into it, and then for whatever reason, lost my internet connection, so I could only do so much in that. But yeah, I watched we've had streams every week, live streams from the developers of what's Into the Light is, what we're going to see, what there's going to be. So some cool stuff dropping and some old stuff in the game which is dropping, which is really cool, which I'm looking forward to.
Nice.
And they just did a stream yesterday for what's to come in the final shape, which is the last expansion, which was due in February, which is now delayed to 4th of June. No, it's really, really looking good. It's like they've put a fair bit into it, to be honest. It's really, really looking good.
You know, they realised they fucked up when they had to bring Cade back.
No, I think that was always the plan, because he's back, but he's not back, because the thing is, inside the Traveller, which is the big giant golf ball, you can create anything inside. So it's like they brought him back. He's only inside the Traveller. It'd take me. We need about a 2-3 hour show for me to kind of get into it all and exactly what. But he's back, but he's not back. He's not technically alive. He's like a man of
spirit realm.
Do you remember Sphere, the film Sphere?
No.
Dustin Hoffman, Samuel Jackson, where they go underwater. There's this giant sphere, but things they think about after being in the sphere, then it creates it.
Oh, okay.
Really good film. Highly recommend it. It's a 90s film, but it's really, really good. So pretty much whatever you think of, you manifest it and create it.
So they're manifesting Cade.
Yeah, pretty much. So so that's all looking good. They have said that after the final shape's released, they have, gone back on saying Destiny's not finished. There is more to come. We've got more to announce what comes after, not just these episodes, because he's like this long digit code. I can't remember his name on the subreddits. He's quite a big leaker of Destiny stuff, Bungie stuff, and he's like, his track record's like 98%. He's that bob on. And he has sort of leaked it's a Destiny 3 in production, codename Payback, I think it is. So there is plans. There is a step after Destiny 2, which is going to be a new game, but as and when, hopefully we find out come August, September, hopefully. hopefully we see where we go from there. But
I think we get some. I think we get some big announcements this year. You know, I feel like we're missing a lot of sequels. I think there's a lot of games that are awaiting sequels. I think we're going to find out about this year.
Yeah. I think there's a lot to come because last year was a big year for games releases. This year's looking to be bigger as Xbox. Matt Booty said there's like 10 first-party games to release this year, and we're now what, mid-April, nearly middle of April, and we've not seen any of them games yet. So 10 games to. Have we seen any of them games?
I think I said this last week, but I honestly thought we would have seen a Far Cry 7 by now, or some sort of Far Cry game. I feel like it's been a while now.
To be honest, with Ubisoft, I think they're just doubling down on everything to be with Assassin's Creed at the moment. Yeah, everything just seems to be.
Well, that was the rumor, wasn't it? That was the next Far Cry was going to be a live service Far Cry, and when they announced Far Cry 6, the next one's meant to be live service. I'm interested to see how that's going to play out.
It depends how they do it live service. Is it going to be live service where it's this big multiplayer game live service, or is it going to be?
I think it kind of has to be, though, doesn't it?
Well, no, because you can have a single player live service game to an extent. I don't know what the exact terminology is, but you look at Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I would class that as a
live service.
Would you not? You can buy boosters, cosmetics. There was expansions, paid expansions, constant game updates. There's seasonal stuff that drops in and out, like Christmas, Easter, Halloween. So I would personally, because live service, the definition of live service is where it's regularly being updated and evolving, which I would say Assassin's Creed Valhalla did. Yeah, it's finished now, but I would say I would class Valhalla as a live service game because of what it introduced and the updates and the constant. You think about it, Cyberpunk 2077, that one live service. Was it live service game of the year?
No, was it?
Yeah.
No, that can't have been. That's not a live service. I wouldn't class Cyberpunk as a live.
Well, yeah, but ongoing. Was it all best ongoing? It's for a live service or ongoing. I can't remember which it is.
It's not really live service because you can finish that game in 90 hours and then it's done. You'd have to buy anything. You don't have to fucking. I wouldn't say it's a live service.
Yeah, or ongoing game. Or
my idea of a live service is something like World of Warcraft or something like something that's like always online or constantly evolving. Destiny 2 live service. I don't consider like single players where granted you can pay for boosts and you can pay for like fucking upgrades and shit. I don't consider that live service. Live service to me is something that's online and always ongoing. Does that make sense? So like I would say like For Honor is a live service. Rainbow Six Siege are probably a live service at this point. Well, I suppose it is a live service. Like it's just something that's like always online and constantly evolving. I would class that as like a live service game.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Live service elements, I suppose you could.
Yeah. It's a bit because I think now the water's sort of muddied with it, isn't it? Live service used to be literally a console version of an MMO, really, wasn't it? That was pretty much a live service game. But now it's like the lines are blurred, to an ongoing game. Cyberpunk won a best ongoing game, which is literally a live service game, but it's not technically a live service game. But you could.
Not one part of me would say that Cyberpunk's a live service game.
No, but the constant updates, expansions, and tweaks and changes and stuff like that. So I think the lines are getting blurrier now of what's going to be live service and what's not. But I see Scott SX2 in the chat saying, "Is there a more boring publisher than Ubisoft? Prince of Persia single-handedly bringing excitement back for their portfolio."
As much as I'll sit here and dump on Ubisoft and Yves Guillemot, they are one of my favorite publishers. Like they do put out some of my favorite games, like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry. I love those open world games. Those open worlds that we get. They're my favorite genre.
I'm Assassin's Creed. I've been Assassin's Creed since day one. It's one of my most favorite franchises. I've played every single game. Absolutely love it. Absolutely enjoy it. And I think the way they do things. So obviously you've got the game, you've got the core game. There is a store. So you can buy things. You don't have to buy things. You don't need to buy things to complete the game or progress the game. But you can buy things for cosmetic wise or boosters or money and stuff like that. So they sort of introduced that. Yeah, it's a single player game, but there's all these elements in it, so they can make more money than the initial game, which doesn't bother me, to be honest.
I'll tell you the one thing I hate, and I've hated it for the last 4 Assassin's Creeds, like ever since they went down this RPG route, is that you always get the best weapons like when the game's finished, and then you've got no need for them. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're doing like the collectibles and like getting all the best weapons at the end of the collectible, like the quest chains and stuff, you get them right at the end of the game before when you don't need them. Fucking hate that. I mean, at least with like the earlier Assassin's Creed, you could literally collect the collectibles on your own time, like unlock it as and when you want to, and then you can run around half the game with like being super overpowered. But
Mirage was quite good the way you could upgrade the weapons you got. Obviously, it was a bit more stripped down. It was RPG-ish, more of a smaller game, smaller scope, but it was such a good game, and I want more of that. I want more of the original Assassin's Creeds. I don't like...
I do. I don't like the fucking 2-hour-long grind fests. It's exhausting. By the time I finished all the I'm like for achievements. Well, by the time I finished Valhalla, all the DLCs got all the achievements. I'm like 210 hours into that game. It's just too long for me. Like I like a long game, like up to 100 hours. After that, it becomes fucking pointless.
Yeah, it's like...
Please welcome to the stage, Fabio.
Oh, Fabio's here. Oh, he's in the tank top. Go on, Fabio. Do the Hulk Hogan poses.
Why?
Crack open a can of Stella.
Why?
We're just talking about shit. We're talking about Assassin's Creed again.
We're talking about Ubisoft. So why are we talking about Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, no, we're just chatting away.
Okay. So by the way, glad to see you all. Thank you so much. But like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm
Assassin's Creed and how much we love the franchise.
We're just doing what I was playing, and then we just started talking about live service stuff.
So like, Redders, are you quiet as fuck because you really hate us fucking Assassin's Creed?
I love Assassin's Creed.
He's a big Valhalla fan.
Oh, I didn't like Valhalla. Valhalla's too long. I mean, to be fair, Odyssey was too long, but it's a lot more enjoyable than Valhalla.
See, I enjoyed Valhalla.
No. But like, are you analyzing Valhalla just by the experiencing of completing it, or by the like?
No, it's just too long. To be fair, like it's just a Viking simulator. That's all Valhalla was to me. It was just a Viking simulator. But 2 hours is just obnoxious. 200 hours, sorry, it's just obnoxious to me.
No, but that's to complete the fucking game. Like, it's not to finish
all the DLCs and get.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like the main story. That's what I'm trying to say.
Scott
personally,
says,
I thought honestly it was a lot better.
Scott says I'd play Assassin's Creed if they were 10 to 12 hours. Scott, highly recommend checking out Mirage. You can literally do it in.
Mirage is about 20 hours, though, isn't it?
It's less than that. If you're just doing the story, I did the story in 13 hours.
I think 20 hours is where I'm comfortable. 20 to 30 hours, I'm golden on Assassin's Creed. Anything over that just becomes a bit, fuck me, I'm doing this again. Like, it's only so many times you can run up the same wall and like not get fucking bored of it. Do you know what I mean? Good evening, Nicola.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She said she just messaged me.
Are we managing now to stream this on YouTube? Did it get fixed?
There's some sort of issue going on between YouTube and StreamYard tonight, so we can only live stream to Twitter and to Twitch.
Yeah, so if you set your thing to comments, you'll see the
there we go.
Yeah, you'll see the comments. But if you write a message, it'll only show on YouTube, so obviously you have to verbally respond to everyone.
Fair, we do have 60 people watching us on Twitch, not on Twitch, on Twitter. Sorry, so cheers for tuning in and hanging out with us and all that fun stuff. Share it out, share it with your nan. Quote tweet, all that shit. It does help with our our algorithm and shit. It pushes it on more people. So.
And we'll try and shout out messages because obviously we can't comment because even though we can see the Twitch, we can see the Twitter/X comments. If we try and write a comment, it's just going to try and show it on YouTube. So we'll try and include everyone as we can as we go along as best as we can.
We're working with what we've got tonight.
Yeah, just keep shouting at us if we're missing something.
Honestly, I blame Ash.
We are reading Twitch, Timber. Don't worry, we are reading Twitch.
It shows us Twitch, it shows us YouTube, and it shows us Twitter/X coming up in our chat.
Yeah, we can see you all. No worries.
So yeah, Fabio, what have you been playing this week?
Well,
Sea of Thieves and Madden, I'm guessing.
No. I haven't played any of those games during this week,
Uh,
honestly. Like I've been playing, yeah, I'm continuing to play Suicide Squad. I decided to start the season of the Joker. Like I
you
don't
hate
know.
it as much as I do.
No, like it is. First of all, I'm still at the beginning of it, but like it is grindy as fuck as the game usually is. But like I don't know. There's just there's just something so addicting into the gameplay of Suicide Squad that I really enjoy doing it. Like
Yeah,
honestly, it is such a good game for you to like listen to a podcast while you're doing that, and you are just playing. Like you turn your brain off, and that's it.
yeah.
Honestly, other than that, yeah, I've been playing more Skull and Bones, getting along with all the controls and all the mechanics, trying to make more sense of it. I did start to play that South Park game, the new one, Snow Day.
It's mentally awful from what I've heard.
Yeah, like I was curious about the game, like it because when I first saw that they were doing something like that, and I saw the
Mm,
graphics, it reminded me of the times where like it made me think that holy shit, this game is going to be PvP. This is going to be
mm,
a fucking PvP game, and it's going to fucking destroy, because what's the point of you just having a PvP with South Park characters but with nothing of the humor on it, just someone saying shit or fuck and that's it. No, but like the moment I discovered that this is a PvE game where you can
mm.
play co-op with your friends, like yeah, it got my attention.
It reminded
I
me of that game that came out on the N64. Do you remember that South Park game? Was it the N64? Like the really early days of South Park when
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
it reminds me like that of that.
No, like it is a bit more interesting. It is more fun. It is quite simple, honestly. There's nothing like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is over the top. No,
Mm,
but like it is simple. It is just simple, dumb fun. But honestly, like if you are going to play this, try your best to play this on co-op with either online co-op with randoms or with your friends on Xbox Live, PSN, and that's because like playing alone, it is fun, it can entertain you, it is easy to get the achievements, there is some challenge into it, but like it is one of those games that like so far it feels a bit shallow.
yeah,
Honestly, there's nothing that impressive. Like the humor is good, it's South Park, what would you expect, honestly, but like it's just a gameplay that is repetitive. It's not a gameplay that is like addicting, but it is a gameplay that is going to entertain you depending on how much you enjoy this type of stuff, how much you like this type of thing. Like just like that Dungeons and Dragons game where it's just PvE.
mm.
Like I don't remember. Like it was Dungeons and Dragons Dark Tide. Was that the name of it? I
I can't
really
remember.
don't. I really don't remember. But like, yeah, basically it's the same thing but with South Park. So
Isn't it
so
weird that
either
they've
you're
done
going
that move?
either you're going to enjoy it, either you're going to hate it, or either you're going to be like me, that is just okay, this is serviceable but nothing amazing.
I'm surprised
um
they decided to go that route after the success of the last two games. Who'd
what,
have thought
sorry?
I'm surprised that they've gone this like 3D open world route, considering how
Quote
popular the
unquote.
last two games were. Yeah,
Yeah, like I mean, I think it's because Ubisoft lost the license to do the goddamn games. They decided to break up their partnership with Trey Parker and the other creators of South Park,
yeah,
and they decided to partner up with, I think it's THQ, that was the publisher of the game or something like that. And
yeah,
and like since Obsidian was is already purchased by Microsoft, and the second game, Fracture But Hold, is it's good. It's a good game. It is fun. It is like a masterpiece when you compare it to this third one, of course. But like in my opinion, it's nothing compared to the Stick of Truth. The Stick of Truth is really like amazing. Also, one of the best games from the year that got released. But like, and like, yeah, Ubisoft, they saw the, I think they saw the reception of the second game, and they were like, yeah, this is not it
mm,
wasn't as good as we hoped it would be, just like the Stick of Truth was. So yeah,
This game's never held their value either. They dropped in price so quick.
so like they decided, to just let's try it out with a new developer, let's try it out with a new perspective. I think it's interesting, like let's just see how much they are going to be supporting the game, because for some fucking reason they have a season pass, like,
Mm.
and like the for some
Yay.
and like for some fucking reason the game is really short, the base game is really short, so goddamn.
The two games like Stick of Truth and
Fracture Butthole.
Fracture Butthole is that they're both on
Sorry.
what's it? I forgot what it's called now.
Turn-based
PlayStation Plus Extra. Both games are in their subscription service because one thing that PlayStation offered for whatever reason Xbox doesn't yet, because Xbox offers EA Play included in Xbox Game Pass. PlayStation Plus offers, you've got to have the extra tier or premium tier, extra base one. They offer Ubisoft Classics. So your Assassin's Creed, your Far Cries, South Park games, things like that. They're all in the service part of PlayStation Plus Extra at the moment, which is really good. You don't have to get Ubisoft Plus; you just get the majority already included. Apart from the brand new release games, you haven't got brand new release ones, but you do get a lot of the back catalogue, which is in Ubisoft Plus, which is really good.
Yeah. So you two keep talking. I'm typing at the moment.
Yeah, but like when it comes to Ubisoft, like you're killing your keyboard, mate. Like Jesus Christ, out of the sudden, God damn it! But like when it comes to Ubisoft Plus, I don't know. Like I think the Xbox might try. I don't know. Like I think they should. I think it would be really good for them, and it would make more and more players subscribe to Game Pass as well, which is like try to make a partnership with Ubisoft and also adds Ubisoft Plus into Game Pass. Of course, the prices would increase. Like that's a fact. There's no way they would, like, if they add another subscription service to your Game Pass subscription, it is going to be the same price. Like it makes no sense whatsoever. But like I think that would be quite good, honestly. They already did that with EA Play. Why couldn't they do that with Ubisoft?
Maybe it's something Ubisoft doesn't want though. Like EA games, like generally only sell well for a couple of months and then they go into the vault, don't they?
It's a big jump though. Have you seen the price jump? It's going from $19.99 to $35.99. That is that's EA Play.
Oh,
EA Play. Yeah, EA Play price increase. That's a huge jump. You'd expect.
I would imagine that they're not getting the same sort of revenue they would have got when they were putting out dedicated FIFAs. So they're trying to recoup that revenue somewhere.
But that's a lot. But it also makes you think: how's that going to affect Game Pass? Is there a deal in so long where they keep it? Are they going to be bringing EA Play out of Game Pass, or are we going to see another price increase from Game Pass to sort of cover the extra cost to keep EA Play in?
They've been licking their wounds quite a lot recently as well, don't they? They didn't like how much like Immortals of Avium didn't sell, but then they didn't really fucking market it anyway. And then
they did. They did some marketing. Like, they did some markets. We have a showcase. I don't know which showcase it was during Summer Game Fest, where they had a really good trailer of Immortals of Avium, and out of the sudden. The main problem.
Show though, I only ever saw it once on one show.
But and the main problem of the game, honestly, is because one person got the game, saw, holy shit, this game is really badly optimized. The graphics don't look well; they are really blurry. So another one saw that and for the same thing, and the news decided to spread, and so nobody gave a shit about the game. But
look at Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, how many copies that sold in like the first 2 weeks?
By the way, one thing.
And that game performs like shit.
No. But like we're talking about FPS in that situation. When it comes to Immortals of Avium, the problem is not the FPS. It's 60 FPS, no problem whatsoever. It's the resolution. It is really bad, and because of that, one thing that I'm really glad that they are going to be doing, like they announced is that they will be doing, is that they are going to be adding FSR 3.0 into all console versions. So there's a good chance that the resolution problem is going to get fixed throughout all the consoles,
It
or
looks
it's
a
going
good
to get
game.
better.
Fucking frame rate issue they need to fix.
And wait, Immortals of Evil, it's 60 FPS.
Yeah, but fucking like every other game that's coming out now, like we've gone from this is the generation of 4K 60 to like every fucking game that's coming out now is like 30 FPS.
Does that mean you're not going to play Hellblade 2?
I'm not playing Hellblade 2. I never finished
For
the
fuck's
first one.
sake.
I never finished the first one.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I've got no interest in it. I've got my own mental health issues. I don't need to play a game to watch someone else experience theirs. Yeah, I don't know. Shame FSR generally sucks. Frame gen is genuinely quite good, but anything below is that shit. I don't know. Yeah, I want to see more fucking 60 FPS games. Like that's, and the fact that in Dragon's Dogma 2 you've got an option for ray tracing and motion blur, is you can turn both off, which doesn't actually affect the fucking improve of the frame rate if you do turn.
That's
them off.
30 frames only, isn't it?
It's 30 frames. Well, variable frames or 30 frames. But you've got an option to turn ray tracing off and motion blur off, but you still maintain that shit frame rate.
So I'm surprised you're playing it then.
Yeah, I am, to be fair.
I'm quite surprised.
I loved the first Dragon's Dogma. Back in the days when 30 frames a second was the fucking standard, it was like I've got nothing else to play if I don't suffer through this. It was fine. But I've got a console that's meant to be putting out 60 frames a second, and I'm playing at a fucking janky 30 frames a second at best.
Just to complement an answer that Luke still just sent to SX2, like RoboCop, Rogue City also uses FSR 3.0. Looks really good. Like it doesn't change anything whatsoever in terms of FPS. For example, on the Series S, I don't know how it runs on the Series X, but the resolution is like really well done. They're using that. And going to the situation of 40 FPS, like Redders, we are talking.
I am going to be kicking this.
Like
fucking
we are
FPS becomes standard.
Like here's the thing. It is shit that we are having a lot of games that are running at 40 FPS. But when you take into consideration a game that is like Hellblade 2, like what we saw so far. Take into consideration all the fucking things that are going on there. Are you really like looking at how good looking that game is? Are you really going to only fucking care about the FPS?
It's 8 hours.
So it's when you turn the camera and it feels like it's going.
Yeah.
As you're looking around, I find it very jarring. I don't like Starfield.
That's the issue.
No. You shut the fuck up about Starfield, BMG, because I remember at release of Starfield, you sent a message. Man, I was worried about the 40 FPS thing with Starfield, and I got really used to playing at 6 FPS. I thought it was going to be really jarring, but the moment I started playing, I'm really enjoying it. I got used to it. It's really smooth.
You get used to it, but you jump. Once you get used to it, it's fine if that's the only game you're playing for a while. But the minute you jump to another game with a higher frame rate and go back, it's like
horrendous.
It feels awful to then go back. And I tried going back and then I deleted it because it's like I can't do it. I couldn't do it. Once I got used to Starfield. I finished Starfield. Then I jumped onto the next game I was playing, and then I'll jump back into Starfield, carry on a bit, and it just really, really felt jarring, and I thought I can't do it.
This is why it blows my mind when people say, "Oh, I can't really tell the difference between 30 and 60." I'm fucking legally blind, and I can tell the difference between 30 and 60.
Honestly, there's difference in not necessarily on the way it looks, but mostly in the way it feels to play. Like I felt that when I was playing Hellblade 1. Like, because I like to play on like ray tracing mode and performance mode. Those are the two modes that I play. Like the moment I switched to 60 FPS, it was the only way I managed to pass in a really difficult moment of the game, honestly.
Yeah.
But other than that, like
I just think,
other than that, like Hellblade 2 looks amazing. Like so. can you just give it a fucking try? Just
It
to
looks
see
like a
how-
tech demo.
It looks like a.
demo.
What do you mean? Looks like a tech demo?
It looks like a fucking 8-hour tech demo. Like, it just, I don't know. It doesn't.
What if
look
it isn't?
fun?
What if it isn't?
It just doesn't look fun. And I
What if
hate,
it is?
honestly,
What if it
pisses
is
me
fun?
off. It pisses me off when developers come out and say, "Oh well, we've decided to go with the 30 FPS for that cinematic feel." No, it isn't.
Yeah,
Because you
that's
couldn't get
bullshit.
any more
That's
out of the
bullshit.
fucking
I
hardware.
agree with that. I agree with that.
You'll
That's
get your 4K 60 with the Xbox Series X Pro.
There's not going to be an Xbox Series X Pro.
You're not even good. You're not even.
This is another thing. This is another thing that's like concerning as well from Team Xbox. Right, PS5 Pro specs are out in the wind. Like, people are pretty confident that it's coming. All we know that's coming from Xbox is this digital only upgrade. That's not
And
really
yet-
an upgrade.
And
In
yeah,
white, which
and
looks
yet-
awful.
Why?
and yeah, there's a bunch.
They get more power. We get a
And
color
yeah,
change.
there's a bunch of people. And yeah, there's a bunch of people saying that there's no point in bringing a PS5 Pro. And like as we saw
They've got
so
the games
far,
for it.
as we saw, like it seems that GTA 6 is still going to be running at 30 FPS. Are you not going to play GTA
To be
6?
fair, like when you
Are you
watch the
not going to
trailer-
be playing GTA 6 then?
I'll play it, yeah. But
So
Rockstar-
shut the fuck up about this
Rockstar do a
FPS.
game, do a fucking good job at like sorting out 30 FPS. It's not as fucking jarring as like, you know, Dragons. It winds me up. But you're running along, and it feels like you're running through fucking sludge because the game is literally doing this as you run along. I hate that shit. It's just jarring.
Are you sure? Are you sure there's not just a bug with the VSync
It's
of the
not
game?
a bug. It's definitely not a
No,
bug.
no. But like
Yeah.
instead of FPS problem, is a VSync problem or something like that.
It's a fucking Capcom needs to sort their shit out problem because the game
Yes,
doesn't even look that graphically good.
Yeah, like they decided to use that Resident Evil engine on on Dragon's Dogma for
It's
what I
like
heard,
playing
right?
through sludge. I hate it. I would rather they like just toned it back to 1440p or 1080p. Give me that option. Give me a 1080p 60 mode. I would take that. Like, just give me two modes: performance or you know, fucking.
I asked the question in Twitch. I'll ask you two as well. See what you think. The next do you think the next Xbox will be a Pro or will it be the next gen console?
I think it'd be, I honestly think it'd be
Action.
the next gen.
Action.
Yeah, I think they're going
There's-
to jump straight into the next.
It makes no sense for them to just let's make a Pro.
But then
Honestly.
so you've got the PS5
If-
Pro rumored for this year. So let's just go on the basis the PS5 Pro, on all the information we've got, is coming out this year. Just hypothetically, is coming out this year. Xbox, all they're releasing is an all digital version of the exact same height console
It's not even
the
getting
original,
any
which is insane to me because if you've done away with the disc drive, surely you can make the console smaller, even if it's
Yeah, but you got to remember, by
much
making it
smaller.
smaller, you've still got to like
no,
dissipate
but, like,
all that
it's-
heat somewhere. If
yeah,
make
yeah,
it
you could still have the same.
You got
you
a
could
lot
still-
of power going on there. You need to dissipate the heat.
Yeah, which you could still do, but the main thing of the height is to the disc drive on the side. You could lose, even if it's like a small chunk of it, you could make it smaller, making costs of making it a little bit cheaper. Even if they charge the same price, they could save money on their end. But the fact that that's what Xbox are releasing, PlayStation's looking at releasing the Pro this year, it's like, can Xbox afford to not do a Pro or do something that's better in between next gen? Because you're not going to start
was,
next gen this
I
year,
think-
are you? You can't.
Well,
What's
there's
the point?
rumours.
but like,
There's
no, but like,
rumors that Xbox is having a hard time like setting a deal with AMD or some shit. Like they I read that a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if that's like fucking true, but there's like that rumor going around that like they haven't even secured AMD chips yet for the next gen Xboxes.
Weren't they looking
yeah,
at going
but
with someone else?
like BMG,
They could go in Nvidia, but you got to remember by going with Nvidia, it's going to drive the cost of the fucking console up like considerably. That was the issue with the PS3. Plus, it was harder to develop for because of the cell chip.
but
It
like
was just harder to
BMG,
develop for.
BMG, let me point out the facts that like, why would they do an Xbox Pro when Sarah Bones at the beginning of the year decided to say like we're going to be sharing later new hardware as well as the biggest technological leap ever. Does the biggest technological leap ever in marketing terms sound like a pro console or like a mid-gen console or a next gen that is going to be like after 4 that we'll have to wait for 4 more years. Like because all the rumors that we saw is that like people have been saying like that in 5 years of this generation or in 6 years of this generation, Xbox is going to be making a brand new console. Guess what? We are in the 4th year of the generation.
2028.
So like how long we should be waiting? Not much, BMG. That's the facts. We're not. That's the situation that I think.
If depending on what specs you do or don't believe the PS5 Pro, Xbox is then essentially losing the most powerfulest console.
Yeah, I think that's why
their marketing.
I think that's why they've come out and announced that the next console is going to be the greatest technological leap.
Which is fine. But
that's marketing. That's PR marketing.
Yeah, I know.
But let's be honest, look at what they said about the Series X, and games are coming out fucking 30 FPS again already. It's only been 4 years.
Yeah, but the console's still the most powerful console, however slightly it is. But it is the best console.
One of the biggest selling points of the Series X was that it's meant to do fucking 4K 60. That worked great for the first year.
For years, we are still having tons and tons of games that are 6 FPS. We are having some
indie titles.
On indie titles, Forza Horizon 5 is an indie title. Then, like, and don't you fucking dare to compare what is the game? What is the game now? Horizon. Don't you dare to compare like Horizon Forbidden West to Hellblade 2, because guess what? Horizon Forbidden West is a game that was released on the PS4 generation. Is a game that doesn't use as much stuff, as many assets as Hellblade 2. God damn it!
There is a game that came out pretty much near the start of the generation of both consoles. I think it's on both platforms. That released on console 120 FPS 4K. One game.
It's like
The Tourist. No, The Tourist.
The Tourist. There's people saying that. I saw that was funny. Like some people are really trying to do flame wars, saying that Xbox has lied because they said that it was going to have 4K 60 FPS in every game, and
they said they would push
on the PlayStation 5 box it says up to 8K. 120 FPS, and they didn't lie. Why? Because The Tourist is capable of running 8K 120 FPS. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? Like,
what game runs at 8K 120?
That's the game. That's the fucking game. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's annoying when they come out on stage and say, "Oh, this next console is gonna be the bee's knees, the dog's bollocks is gonna do this, and this," and then it comes out and like 2 years later, it can't even do that anymore.
But it is just like the situation. It is just like the situation of like we believe in generations, where at the end of the day, we're going to be releasing Ragnarok.
We believe in generations.
Ragnarok
coming quick. Give them this last generation game.
Yeah. Like Ragnarok is only going to be available on PlayStation 5 because we believe in generations, and then we're going to be adding to PS4 as well.
Only because of the SSD. Do you remember that? Jenna was playing the game. I can't think what it's called now. I think it's like a PS5 launch title. Is it Godfall?
Oh, that awful thing. Yeah.
It can only run on PS5 because that's got the fastest SSD. Look how fucking well that evolved.
That was an awful game.
You remember? Yeah, but like it is a game that like again you just turn your brain off and just keep spamming. That's the game, honestly.
It's just the shit that they come out.
But it looks great, don't you think?
It's frustrating. you pay 500 quid on the idea that it's going to do something and it doesn't fucking do it. It's like, I'll have my 500 quid back. That's bullshit. What's that? Yeah, but with each console that's released, devs want to push the graphical fidelity. Ultimately, consoles aren't that powerful because but to be fair, most console hardware is out of date before they even announce it.
Yeah. I just don't know if Xbox can afford to wait until they start next gen, because they know they're not going to start it before 2026 at the earliest.
But again,
because you're going to lose the power narrative. Xbox are behind as it is in like the sales of the consoles and things like that. I know the subscription services.
Well, they will.
I know they've got
next-gen console. If PlayStation go down this pro route, then I would imagine that Xbox is going to be the first one out with the next gen console.
But But are they? How do we know that this just wasn't always
Because
planned from
because they're
beginning
gonna
for
be-
PlayStation and
because they're gonna
mid-gen upgrade, then the full upgrade 2 years later?
because
Happened with the PS4.
Because I think people would be
so
fucking
like,
livid if they were to buy a PS5 Pro and then 2 years later the PS6 comes out. People that bought the Pro would be fucking pissed.
yeah,
I
like,
don't, I don't think they
no,
would.
no, they would. They like BMG, like, if a person decides to, I'm spent like, because let's take into consideration that the PS5 Pro is not going to fucking have the same price as the base PS5.
Right?
If it has more specs, it's going to be way more expensive. Why? Because Sony needs to get more money somehow, because they are still going to be losing money by selling the console. And they're going to lose even more money by selling this one to new players, or even to the players that have the
A lot
base
of money.
PlayStation 5.
A lot of money goes into research and
But like,
development as well.
but like, imagine a person bought. Let's say that, like, I don't know, it's going to be $650. I'm just speculating here. I'm not saying that it's going to be that. If it is cheaper than that, great. That's amazing. Like, let's say 600 or 650. That's it. Oh, I just spent $650 for me to buy this brand new console right now, because now I'm going to get to play through this entire generation that is still going to be years and years going on, and then like 2 years after, or 1 year after, 2 years probably, like, they release an PS6.
I
Wasn't
think
the same with
like-
the PS4 Pro though.
Yeah,
Upgrade from the
That-
PS4
that's
to PS4 Pro. Then the
Yes.
PS5 came out shortly after.
Yes.
There was no complaints. There was no kickoffs. There was nothing. There wasn't, because PlayStation community won't do that. They'll just upgrade to the
think
next
that
console.
They just will accept anything that happens.
I think
Yeah.
that Xbox is
Yeah.
being very coy with their announcements, especially with like the Sarah Bond coming out and saying, you know, next generation is going to be a huge technological leap, and then also coming out this week and saying that they've developed a team to preserve backwards compatibility. I think they know that they're not going to be putting out a Pro version. I think they know they're going straight into the next gen.
Like,
That's what I think, anyway. I think that they're dropping hints. I think they're dropping hints that there's nothing significant coming until the next gen, and that's why we're getting a digital.
And
Well, that's why I asked the question.
But
That's
like,
why I asked it.
I don't think that's a problem. I don't think for them to not be releasing a Pro version of the Series X is a problem, honestly.
I think it's a very aggressive move to try and get more players on the hardware. If that's what they're going to do, they're going to miss a fucking mid-gen refresh and just go straight into the next gen balls deep. Because people will always want the more powerful, won't they? Let's be honest. They'll always want the more powerful. They'll always want the most bang for their buck. And if people are going to go out and got the choice of either buying a PS5 Pro or a next gen console, people will go out and buy the next gen console, I reckon.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like fucking iPhone announcing a new iPhone, but then the competition's already fucking 2 Samsungs behind. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? You're going to rush out and buy the old Samsung, or you're going to rush out and buy the new iPhone? Like, people will rush out and buy the new iPhone.
Yeah,
The people that do have the money, like my example, like, with me, do I have the interest in buying an Xbox Series X? Of course I have. I would love to have a Series X here with me. I do love my Series S, no worries at all, but I would love to have a Series X, no worries at all whatsoever. But like, take into consideration all the stuff that people are saying and rumors of when the next generation is going to be, and we are assuming that shortly they are going to be announcing and releasing the next generation Xbox. I mean, like, I look at my situation and like, I look at my situation like, yeah, I think it's probably best to like gather the money and wait for the next generation, because if we consider that this generation is almost done, then
I wouldn't be surprised if we heard something in June
this
about
way.
next gen. Honestly, wouldn't. I reckon in June they might drop a fucking teaser, because they're going to want to get the hype train up. If the PS5 Pro is coming, and most people think that it is coming, Xbox is going to want to get out the gate early and say, well, You know, you don't have to buy that. You can wait like a year or two, and then boom, you can have this like fucking super duper bells and whistles.
I see. I would do something more holiday time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where I would
holiday
maybe
would
do
be.
it.
But if they want to let the world know, is what I'm saying, that there is a next.
I know, but if you go first and let the world know first, the time they announced the PS5 Pro, what you've announced is pretty much forgotten. You want to go into the holidays ahead in the news cycle with that fresh on the mind. No,
I don't think so.
Yeah, that was announced. And
okay, but what happens, right? If Xbox come out in June and say, "Look, by the way, this is like this is what we're currently working on. It's going to come out in 2 years' time," and then PlayStation are like, "Well, we've already got these fucking things in development. We can't just suddenly increase the power of this fucking console. This is
Like,
what we've got to put out."
like,
I think it's a ballsy move. I
yeah,
wouldn't put it past.
yeah, but like I think it is interesting. Like, there's a comment here that I thought it was quite interesting, like from SX2, which is same as the Xbox One and the Xbox One X in terms of like, yeah, the next gen refresh did not sell as much as the base console, and yeah, that is to expect from every single refresh that they decide to do. But I think that the Xbox One X, even though I'm not necessarily a fan of like this next gen refreshes, when like after 2 years they're going to be doing the next generation, I will hope for them to like wait more. Like if they're going to be doing a mid-gen refresh, adds then more years to this current generation so people can enjoy their consoles, like enjoy their purchases, instead of like, yay, I bought this, and they announced a new thing and shit, why did I buy this? But like I think that the Xbox
Game
One X
Awards.
was, yeah, but like I think the Xbox One X was quite interesting because it was like a statement from Xbox, because during the beginning of the Xbox One generation, there were so many people saying like, why would I buy the Xbox One when it is less powerful than the PS4 and it is more expensive? Like, and wasn't there a post, a meme from Destin doing like a balance with his hands and saying like, yeah, 1080p is better than 900p. I'm sorry, Xbox. Like something like that. Like what Xbox did with the Xbox One X was like, okay, stop this shit. We're bringing back the power narrative to our favor, because that's what we've been doing since the original Xbox. The original Xbox was more powerful than the PlayStation 2, and the Xbox 360 was considered to be more powerful than the PS3.
I think the selling point for June is going to be this fucking digital only. I think that's going to be, and they're going to pair it with the fucking all of the Call of Duties and all of the old Activision Blizzard games coming.
That would be like the moment they announced that. Oh yeah, if they during the June showcase announced something like that. Oh yeah, by the way, all the Call of Duties and Activision Blizzard games, they are coming to Game Pass. Like 20 Activision Blizzard games are coming to Xbox Game Pass right now. Boom, that's it.
But you got to think as well, if they're cutting the fucking disk drive out of the Series X and making it an all digital console, it's going to be cheaper. I'd imagine it would be cheaper. So
it needs to be.
They're going to have a cheaper Series X, and they're going to announce all these old Call of Duties and all these like future Call of Duties coming to this fucking digital only console. That could be the selling point.
But again, I still need to say like even though like, yeah, I do understand like releasing slim version, carbon black Series S, digital Series X, and all. Like I hope that if we are going then to be having these new consoles, these new hardwares that are for the current next generation, then do not announce the next generation to be coming like in 2 years from now on. Honestly, like just wait more, make people enjoy their purchases, because I really fucking hate the fact that like people buy. I really fucking hate the thing of like, yay, I got a new iPhone. The next year, there's the new thing. My thing is right now is really shit, so I'm gonna buy it, like and spend more and more money. Like Jesus Christ,
people are willing to do it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's
these iPhones are what fucking 1,000 like 400, and people go out and buy them every year.
Yeah, I think that's a problem, honestly, but.
I don't.
You do you, and I'm going
it's
to
only a problem when people stop fucking doing it. But it's obviously
Not everyone is able to do it. Yeah,
I know,
that's a fact,
but there are these people that will rush out and buy it every single fucking year. And I mean, I can't see the consoles are going to be exactly the same way. If they think that they can put out a fucking console every 3 or 4 years and people rush out and buy it, they'll do it without a doubt. I mean, that's why we've suddenly started getting mid-gen refreshes. I mean, we used to get
mid-gen refresh since the 360, haven't we?
Not
No,
really.
They brought the upgraded
slim versions. And
they brought the upgraded version of the 360. They brought the upgraded version of the Xbox One.
No, but like the upgrade version of the 360 wasn't like a model with the red ring of death fixed. Wasn't that like it wasn't like we are increasing the power? They did increase the power of the 360.
Yeah, and they had the bigger hard drive and stuff. So they had a mid-gen refresh.
No.
They changed the color, the design. So it had a mid-gen refresh. Yeah, they had a
mid-gen refresh.
The power continues to be the same, I think.
For me, the first like real mid-gen refresh was the fucking like Xbox One X, like Project Scorpio, and the PS4 Pro. They were like the first real mid-gen refreshes. Like there was, you had like new models that came out that had like slightly better, like fucking. This one doesn't overheat. This one doesn't red ring. You have like those models.
That's a mid-gen refresh.
Like
it doesn't blow up on you.
But like, what do you consider like all this new hardware? This new release hardwares that like do not fix whatsoever the performance or the resolution. Like they just fix technical stuff. For example, the Series S Carbon Black, which just has more SSD. It doesn't have increased specs. It doesn't have more FPS. Doesn't have more teraflops or something like that. Like it's the same thing, but with more SSD storage. Would you consider that like a mid-gen refresh, just like the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro?
You just had to swipe your finger across the power button. You had to just swipe your finger across the power button. You didn't have to push it.
My fucking cat used to turn my console off so much.
Wait. The Series S, Carbon Black S, something like that? Seriously?
The Xbox 360. You just had to.
Oh,
you didn't have to push the button. It was just.
Oh yeah, the Xbox One Fat as well.
Yeah. My cat used to turn that fucking thing on and off all the time. Like when you climb up onto the fucking TV unit. Oh, nightmare. I'm glad they got rid of that fucking touch sensitive.
I thought you were going to say the cat.
The cat's well now.
I want to go ring of the fucking cat.
We killed the cats 2 months ago and we are all good and well.
It's got a while now. Well, like 5 years.
Well, speaking of announcements, though, isn't there something to do with what's rumoured to be at the Xbox showcase?
Oh, Gears of War 6. Yeah, meant to be.
Oh, we got rumors right now.
We've got a full thing.
That's like the biggest rumors of like this week is that at the June showcase they're going to announce this massive Call of Duty Game Pass drop, and also Gears of War 6 has been teased.
Where's the...
We are due some fucking sequels. I mean, we might even get a Forza Horizon 7. Is it 7?
7, 6. God damn it! What do you mean 7?
How many fucking Forza Horizons have there been now?
5. God damn it!
Well, I've got the news The news article from VGC says Microsoft is reportedly planning to unveil the new Gears of War and Call of Duty games at the traditional Xbox Summer Showcase. That's according to The Verge, which claims that the event is currently planned for Sunday, then June 9th, the same weekend as Summer Game Fest, which we expected, and it's a day before the Ubisoft Forward event, which I'm also looking forward to because we should get more on Assassin's Creed Red, hopefully a release date. As the Xbox strategy continues to evolve inside Microsoft, there's some more shake-ups at Microsoft in the middle of planning for the big summer showcase, wrote Tom Warren. I understand it's set to take place Sunday, June 9th. Microsoft is currently planning to announce a new Gears of War game at the show. A Gears announcement won't be the only new Xbox game at the show, which also includes the release dates for upcoming games like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, Avowed, Indiana Jones, and, of course, the new Call of Duty, which I'm shocked Call of Duty do being at the showcase because they've always held every year this big, huge event, haven't they, where they get journalists, fans, and they hold
it's under the Xbox banner now.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, they are now Xbox. That's the thing. Like if X, like let's we
This
should.
is the fucking year for Xbox to actually sell some consoles.
Like,
Honestly, if they can't sell consoles after this year,
can we blame Xbox for deciding to announce the next Call of Duty on their showcase instead of doing a separate showcase for Call of Duty? Can we blame that? Like, it's their first year since the acquisition got done.
I bet you when it's going to launch a buggy mess that requires multiple patches to fix.
And like, if they don't take advantage whatsoever of this, like, Jesus fucking Christ, what's the point then?
I'm gonna fucking keep going back to this because I think it's relevant. Xbox for the longest time didn't have the games, and when they didn't have the games, they were putting out quality fucking games. Forza Horizon 3, 4, amazing games. Forza Motorsport, granted, wasn't great, but they were putting out they were putting out decent games. Now they bought up all these fucking studios. Now they brought up all these publishers and all these studios, and every game that they fucking release needs a patch or multiple patches to work after the fucking launch date.
Tell you something, Gears of War 6 at 30 FPS is going to look amazing. Because you know it's going to be 30. You know it's going to be 30.
Are you sure? Honestly, I don't know, because when we are talking about the coalition, these guys are masters when it comes to Unreal Engine. Like, if there's one studio that I cannot see, if they actually release the game only at 30 FPS, I would be really shocked. But like, if there's one studio that knows what they're doing when it comes to Unreal Engine, and right now probably they are going to be like one of the best studios ever to be working on Unreal Engine 5, is the Coalition, because they've been doing so well when it comes to using the Unreal Engine 4. Like, you get that DLC, that free Gears of War DLC, Hive Busters. It looks fucking amazing. It looks insane. And like, that's Unreal Engine 4, honestly. So like, taking into consideration what they know, how they can work on this, and like how long they probably have been working with this engine, like, I would be actually quite shocked if they release the game and, yeah, guys, it's going to be only at 40 FPS. I'm sorry, fuck off.
There's also meant to be a new Doom game coming this year as well, isn't there? Like, ID are meant to be working on a new Doom game, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Honestly, this is if Xbox fuck up this year, like,
what do you mean?
This is gonna be a bad year for them to fuck up. Like,
what do you mean fuck up this year? You think they fucked up last year?
This fucking year is the year that could actually legitimately sell consoles. If you think about it, Call of Duty is now home on Xbox. This is where they need to do that big fucking grand reveal of, oh, look at this new Call of Duty. And then if the Call of Duty launches and it's in a fucking mess, it's a massive L, I think.
Well, it makes you...
No.
If it's going to be at the Xbox show, one thing we know for sure is the marketing deal with PlayStation is finished.
Yes.
It's going to be at the Xbox show. And also, I gifted a sub on Twitch, and
I like that comment.
It gave it out randomly. I didn't pick anyone. The Twitch did it randomly, and Scott SX2 got it. Congratulations, buddy.
Well, mate. But yeah, I don't know. I think Xbox need to fucking nail this year, because it's all very well and good buying up all these fucking studios and publishers, but if you're not putting out games that people actually want to fucking play and people want to invest in, then it doesn't make shit difference.
Okay. So people don't have interest in playing the games that they got announced right now.
There's not a lot, but Fable's like the only one.
No, you're talking about your opinion.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like,
you can't just say that your opinion alone is
this is the fucking
opinion.
year that they can come out on stage, show off Call of Duty on their fucking stage, make a big deal about it, make a valid reason for why you should be playing it on Xbox. This is the fucking year that they could sell a lot of consoles come Christmas if they get the marketing right. But knowing Xbox and their marketing team, it'll be a fucking disaster because they don't market properly. Everyone knows this.
Yeah, Hellblade 2 I mean, like Aaron Greenback, go fuck yourself. Like, what the fuck? What is that job that you're doing?
Okay,
Like,
we've waited 3 years. This was one of the games that was originally shown off at the Xbox Series fucking X reveal. We've waited 3 years, and after 3 years, we've got an 8-hour, 30 FPS fucking tech demo. 3 years we've waited.
Like, and at the end of no, but you see how it fucking looks? God damn it!
Who cares?
Is it bad that Xbox games on PlayStation look and play better?
Graphics don't mean shit if the gameplay is awful.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean the gameplay is awful? Did you fucking play it? Did Xbox send you a review code right now? Are you playing right now?
It's 30
shut
FPS.
the fuck up and wait, goddammit.
It's not going to be great. It's already 30 FPS.
Oh my fucking lord. My lord.
If anybody takes me seriously on this show, by the way, don't. Because I talk a lot of shit just to get reactions.
He's just a bitch.
That's what I do. But honestly, I want to see them come out and give people a reason why they should be buying Call of Duty on Xbox, or why they should be getting an Xbox for Call of Duty. I want to see the guy who plays Ghost in Modern Warfare come out on stage bumming an inflatable Jim Ryan.
New dog models.
Something like that. Just something
let's only talk about new dog models. That's basically all that is going to be doing. But like Call of Duty is never going to die. Like, it doesn't matter how badly the series becomes or something like that. Like, some people consider like Vanguard as Ghosts as the worst game ever, and like it still sold a lot. Vanguard is the worst game ever. It still sold a lot. And this Modern Warfare 3 game is horrible and it still sold a lot. Like, we are having higher and higher.
Call of Duty has the same problem every year, though. Call of Duty has the same problem every year.
People still buy it. That's the thing. It's never going to die.
They buy this year's Call of Duty, they get it home, they play it. Oh, this Call of Duty is fucking shit. Last year's was better. Next year comes around, they go out and buy Call of Duty. Oh, this fucking Call of Duty is shit. Last year's was better. That is the pattern that we've been following for the last fucking 20 years.
So, like,
last year's Call of Duty was always better than this year's Call of Duty. It's been that way since fucking Call of Duty came out.
So like, isn't it interesting for them to just put that on Game Pass, the new game on Game Pass, and like, people are not going to be that pissed off because they only got it from the subscription. They didn't have to spend $70 fucking dollars.
That's what I mean. This is why they need to market the fuck out of the fact that you don't have to buy Call of Duty on Xbox Game Pass. That should be one of their selling points this year. We have Call of Duty. You can play it with a subscription to Game Pass. Boosh, done.
Yes. So basically,
they should do one of those skits that PlayStation did when they announced the PS4. You know, they're like, this is how you swap a game, or this is how you trade a game on PlayStation. And they hand them the disc. They should do one of those skits where they go into a video game store and do something like, this is how you buy Call of Duty on PlayStation, and hand over $70.
Didn't Xbox do that with Advanced Warfare? Wasn't there a skill like that where like? Jesus Christ, remember?
Honestly, Xbox just start trolling Call of Duty, trolling PlayStation over Call of Duty. Just have Phil Spencer go into the local GameStop, like, this is how you buy Call of Duty on PlayStation. Hand over $70 to the counter, and meanwhile, someone's just like picking up a Game Pass subscription and walking out with it. This is how you play Call of Duty on Xbox. By
the way, there was a post that I saw, like, quite interesting, that in Japan, like, there's a Xbox Game Pass section there in the store. I don't know what kind of store was that, but like, it has like fucking physical boxes of all the games available on Game Pass. I thought that was quite neat, honestly.
It's a waste of boxes, though, isn't it? Jeez.
Yeah, it's a fucking waste of boxes. Yeah, that's a fact. But like,
will no one think of the turtles?
Scott SX2's got a question. He says, how convinced are you that COD will be in Game Pass this year?
I think it'll be in Game Pass this year. It has to be.
No, but like day one. Is it going to be day one? That's interesting.
I think it will be.
I do. I think they need it. I think they need that game in Game Pass. They need it for the holidays. Game Pass subscription sales. Probably some console sales as well. I think if that game, if Call of Duty is at the summer showcase for Xbox. That clearly shows marketing deal has finished. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to have it there. It'd have to be at PlayStations, wouldn't it? If it's
But
like
like,
marketing
but like
deal.
again,
Can they not
we are
like buy
talk- we are
themselves out of that
talking about
marketing deal?
like no, but like here's the thing: we are talking about a rumor. It wasn't confirmed. There's nothing confirmed yet. We are
Fair,
just
people
speculating.
thought,
So like,
people thought we wouldn't get
we
Diablo
should
4
not
on
we
Game
should
Pass, and
not
that's
be
not
like
already.
so like probably if they're during their showcase, considering what's probably going to be a fact is that they're going to be announcing the other Call of Duties, the previous Call of Duties on Game Pass and Activision Blizzard games on Game Pass. That's a fact. Like I cannot see whatsoever for them to not be doing that during their showcase. Honestly, I think they should have done this like now. Like, can you just fucking do it now? That would be really helpful. But like,
No, 'cause they need something to peddle at the junior conference. I think that's honestly, I think that's what's going to do. They're
Yeah,
going to come out and
probably.
announce. They're going to announce an all digital Xbox Series X that's cheaper with a bigger hard drive. They're going to say
But when
these
it
are all the Activision games you can play on Game Pass now. Boom, and that's
But
going
like,
to be your reason to buy the mid-gen refresh.
yes, and yeah, and when it comes to the new Call of Duty, like I'm still considering it as a rumor. Like, but if it
Probably a bit
actually,
close to throw with that.
if they actually already have the marketing rights to the next Call of Duty, they have to use that as their advantage. They need to say this is going to be available. Of course, it's going to be available on PlayStation because we made that 10-year deal with them. But instead of paying it $70,
You pay
why
for
don't you just do the subscription then? There's
Yeah,
tons of people. There's tons of people that are going to be interested. Like, you mean that I can play all the next Call of Duties as well as all the previous Call of Duties on just a subscription service, and I don't have to spend $70 on this thinking figure if it is shit or if it is good whatsoever. I can play the entire game. Like, people are like, honestly, if you really think that there's some people that were saying something like
be hilarious if
like,
they
like the
Big
Game
Ghost
Pass,
too.
like there were some people saying like the Game Pass Gold Rush has ended. People are not interested in Game Pass anymore. At fucking Call of Duty, I bet you that they are going to be increasing in the numbers of subscription. And probably what they're going to be doing also, they're going to be probably adding the next Call of Duty into Game Pass Core for the guys that like would only have the base of the basic stuff from Game Pass.
They've kind of shot themselves in the foot by getting for parity, I think, though, because you got to remember, like one of the biggest selling points for the Xbox 360 was the fact that you got the map packs on fucking Call of Duty early. You got it like a month earlier, so I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot by allowing parity on other platforms.
PlayStation always added 12 months exclusivity and stuff.
But look, there's always as well the option for them to play it on PC. Xbox Game Pass is also available on PC, so like,
True.
Of course, they can also choose to only play that $70 to play that by buy the damn thing for $70. But like, probably it would be more enticing for them to get the Series S, which is the cheaper option, or get the Series X if you are like, oh my god, I really want to experience this at full time. But yeah, PC would also be a really nice option. Of course, if the person is like me, which just played it on console and doesn't care about PC gaming, yeah, they are going to only be buying the game for $70. And it continues to be something positive for Microsoft because people who are going to subscribe to Game Pass will give money to Microsoft. People who are not going to subscribe to Game Pass, they will consider to give money to that. So
if they're smart, they'll start putting out really cool fucking skins that are free on Xbox and you have to buy on PlayStation. Seriously, like milk the shit out of it. Milk the fucking shit out of the fact that this is now on Xbox.
I don't know if they can.
If you want all the perks, fucking. Well, okay,
it's got to be parity. Whatever's released on one has to be the same on the
other. You'll be able to buy it on PlayStation.
But you can't give it free on one and charge for the other because that's not parity.
It's still parity. You just got to pay for it on one. Look, well, that's like saying.
I don't think they would do that. That's buying the games different because PlayStation was offered it in their service and they said no. They chose
that's like saying you can't charge them. You can't let them play it on Game Pass for free then, because that's exactly the same thing.
But you look at Destiny 2, they offer PlayStation skins for their different first-party games that you have to buy on
They are available
PlayStation,
also
but you
on
have to buy
Xbox.
them on X. You can buy them on Xbox as well. You can't. You won't. They won't give one away for free on one
Yeah,
console and charge for the other.
parity
Like
is
I
in
f-
frame
like
rate.
Yeah,
almost
but when
what's
you've got
the same.
regulators breathing down
Parity.
your neck, that's the thing. When you've got regulators, they'll look for any excuse and any reason to say you're being unfair. Because then
but
what about Nintendo? Because every Call of Duty now has to be on
it
Nintendo as
has to
well.
be on
And
Nintendo.
now the Switch 2 is not coming out till next year. So how the fuck they're going to get this new one on that
They'll
fucking
get,
Switch?
Xbox Game Pass on Nintendo, I bet, right?
I don't think like
That's the only way
I
you can
don't,
fucking
no,
do it.
I don't think.
No,
But
you can do it like they did with Control. You can do it via cloud.
But like,
shit,
Yeah,
run
I
shit,
mean-
but you can do it via
mm.
cloud.
BMG, I think that if they are going to start doing their agreement with Nintendo, maybe they discuss this with Nintendo and like it's only going to start coming to the Nintendo Switch when they release the next generation Nintendo
Possibly.
Switch, maybe.
Possibly.
Like because it makes more sense, right? I don't know, like if they manage to release it also for the Nintendo Switch, that's great. But like if they agreed to we are going to be doing that, but we are going to be doing that the moment you guys put your next gen console, which is going to be more powerful than the current one. Yes, okay, so just do it.
It's a wait and see because at the moment the only way they could get it on Switch is do it via cloud, like they do with Control. Looks good, but you have to have like a super duper, Wi-Fi cloud connection to play Control on your Switch because otherwise it's just a bag of crap.
I bet it's still better than trying to play it natively on the fucking Switch.
Oh, it'd be better than natively, yeah, because it'd be even awful. But it's like, but Call of Duty is a live service online game for the majority of it. Yeah, I know you've got the single player, but for the majority of it, you're going to want to be playing Call of Duty with your friends.
If the PlayStation, if the Nintendo Switch 2 does have like improved fucking bandwidth and improved like Wi-Fi, there's shouldn't be an issue.
It's meant to be on the level of PS4, isn't it? PS4 graphics and speeds and things.
Oh, is it?
That's sort of the easier comparison at the moment, where the actual final spec.
Was it the comparison?
Everyone fucking argues about PlayStation and Xbox, but Nintendo just sit there doing their own fucking thing and they sell shitloads.
Yeah, and they still will.
But like the thing with Nintendo, which is quite interesting, is that they don't give a damn about console power, and they don't give a damn about making huge ass AAA budget, $300 million, $200 million games. They do smaller titles. They do big titles, but with smaller budget. And considering that a lot of people really have love, passion, and nostalgia for those franchises, Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, like they are going to be buying it and they are going to be doing a lot of money on. So like Nintendo is going to be doing the same thing over and over. They are not going to worry about like spending $300 million to do one game.
But then Nintendo takes risks with their established IPs and characters. Though. That's the thing. Like Mario will turn up in fucking everything. Like Xbox could literally do the same thing.
What do you mean turn up
but Nintendo's
Mario
IPs
turns
are
up in Super
more
Mario Kart, turns up in Super Mario Tennis, Super Mario.
No, but it could. Yeah, but it could. Those could. No, but those games like they existed before the Nintendo Switch, I think.
Yeah, they did. But what I'm saying is Mario turns up in everything because that's how Nintendo like get by. They've got this established fucking core of IP characters, and they just put them in fucking everything. It's like Ezio. You can guarantee if Ubisoft put Ezio in fucking anything, that Assassin's Creed will do better.
Like, would you consider actually playing like I don't know, Halo Golf? Playing golf.
Microsoft have so many IPs now that they could literally throw together their own version.
I think that Killer Instinct could have been like some sort of beginning to Smash Bros. Type of game, honestly. Not in terms of the gameplay or the mechanics, but in terms of like we're doing this mashup because they decided to add Arbiter. They decided from Halo. They decided to add General Ram from Gears of War. They decided to add Rash from Battletoads. So
mean,
like they should
I would
have.
be all on board that if Xbox was to put out a little of their own version of like Super Smash Brothers, where you get to play as Doomslayer, Master Chief, fucking. Some sort of Forza fucking racer or some shit. Just where
Yeah,
you're
no,
beating the
no,
shit
no.
out of each other and knocking
Honestly,
each other over.
no. It should not
Great.
be a racer. It should actually just be a car.
A
car.
car.
Punch people. I'm all
first
for it. Like
person or third?
Master Chief versus McLaren Senna, 2023. Let's go.
Master Chief versus Marcus Phoenix. Like that sort of. Let's just get it all into one fucking game and have like a fighting game with all Xbox's IPs and shit. Have Ghost from Call of Duty now. Crash Bandicoot. You can't have him anymore, I suppose, because of fucking.
Yeah, of course you can. It's not. It's Crash Bandicoot, Spyro are all still owned by Microsoft.
You could literally throw them all in.
Microsoft.
You could literally throw them all in fucking one game.
I think like
Make a new Skylanders, but make it from like with the fucking Xbox.
my god, I forgot that they own Skylanders.
Yeah.
God damn.
It'd be great. Yeah, you can have like merchant. You have these little figures, a little mini Master Chief.
I'd get them. I'd buy them.
Yeah,
I would buy them.
They've got the fucking IPs to do them as well. They've got the characters to do them. They just need to like have that push.
I just
that
think
Skylanders make it like Xbox only.
Yeah, but like the thing is that they need to buy. I think that the only thing that they are missing in terms of their first party studios is that they need a studio that is willing to do a platformer and that is willing to do a Skylanders type of game. I think, but they don't have Toys for Bob anymore.
Yeah, but this is where they can start licensing
unless they do like I don't know a partnership with Toys for Bob, just like they are doing right now. They are not. Yeah. But like, for how many times are they going to be using Toys for Bob since they are not their first party studio anymore?
But Toys for Bob don't. Am I right in saying that Toys for Bob don't actually own the Spyro or Crash Bandicoot?
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
They don't. That's Microsoft.
They don't even need Toys for Bob now.
I think the way the deal sort of worked is Xbox have licensed the Spyro IP to Toys for Bob to make a Spyro game.
Yes, probably.
But I think Toys for Bob will just keep doing them games, maybe couple of smaller projects of their own, but the main income will be getting the money from Xbox for making games that they've made for a fucking long time.
Like there has been rumors that a Banjo-Kazooie remake has been in development, but like if that I'm not saying that it is going to happen. Like I've been dreaming for a new Banjo-Kazooie since 2008.
Nobody likes Banjo-Kazooie.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up, babe. You love Sonic.
The only people that love Banjo-Kazooie are 40-year-old virgins that live in the mum's basement.
Oh my lord, Jesus fucking Christ! Fuck off, Benji. You love Sonic. Shut the fuck up. So
don't mention that name on this show.
That
Sonic
name is the blue guinea pig that you really love.
I'm gonna put in a report to YouTube say profanity was used to an extreme extent.
BMG's middle name is BaldManGamer.
BaldMan Sonic. Yes.
I'm out. I'm going. I'm out. I quit.
Add Sonic to his gamer tag now.
He's got the fucking Chaos Emeralds tattooed on his cock.
Honestly.
The what?
Oh my lord.
What's a Chaos Emerald?
The Chaos Emeralds.
He did it.
I don't like Sonic or anything to do with Sonic, so that doesn't mean anything to me.
You do have that tattooed. No worries. Like,
he is secretly a super
honestly,
I need to get that picture back up of Sonic being hung.
Honestly,
not cockwise, but
he's got Dr. Robotnik on his ass tattooed.
Honestly, I think that on the next episode, BMG is going to be all covered in blue. Just seems like, yeah. Either he's a man of Sonic, or he's going to be a part of the Blue Man group. So
he's got tails tattooed on his knuckles.
If we can raise, I did say if we could raise £150 for charity, I would wear a Sonic costume on a show.
Guys,
If
God.
we can raise £150 for charity,
You pick the
We'll
charity, get the GoFundMe
And like
started. I'll fucking
Yeah.
donate £150.
I would do
And
it.
like
See that.
MJ, you would buy the costume.
I would
Here's
buy
the
the
thing.
costume.
You have to
And
buy the
you will
costume
have to
and
be
wear
using it for every single episode. We
no,
don't care.
month's worth of
no.
episodes.
You
it'll
would.
be-
I don't care.
because I think we're planning on doing like a charity stream or something like that. But if we can raise £150 for charity, we'll figure out a charity what would be best, and then I would buy a Sonic suit and I would wear it for a show.
Fair enough.
That's
Yeah,
the
fair.
condition.
2 to 3 shows, please. People need to savor the
Well, if we
moment.
do more than 150,
I'll tell you,
we'll
no,
do
no,
more than
two,
one
no.
show.
You should do a
two
24-hour
episodes.
stream in a Sonic onesie.
Oh,
Sonic costume.
I
24-hour
couldn't
stream.
No, 24-hour, no, there's no
Ah.
condition to do that. Jesus
I
Christ.
could not think of anything worse than
Exactly.
doing it. But for
24-hour
charity,
gaming stream, charity stream, dressed in a Sonic costume once a year.
Oh,
150
no.
quid.
but
More info-
150
info
quid.
No one think of the children.
More info
No,
coming
fuck the
soon,
kids.
guys. No
We need
worries.
the
You copy
BMG
that.
Pizza Fund.
More info coming soon about the charity streams and the Sonic costume, everybody. No worries. We are going to share all the news in the future. By the way, I didn't know we were going to be doing that. Like, it's so amazing how you like to communicate things with me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Ash, Ash is in the planning stages. He announced a few shows ago that he
I
was
think-
going to
I think
stream
you
for
should
charity.
both do it, and you should wear a Sonic costume, and Ash should wear a Tails costume. 24-hour
Oh,
live,
no.
24-hour stream.
Ash-
You and
Ash
Sonic,
would-
Ash and Tails.
No, Ash would have to be that doctor guy. Doctor.
No, he's got to be Tails. Dr. Robotnik.
Exactly, yeah, Robotnik, fat guy. Same
Well,
thing.
Eggman.
The Dr. Vance guy.
We'll
There we go.
figure it. But if anyone's interested or wants to see something like that, just keep an eye out for more stuff coming in the future. We'll
It's
plan
great.
something.
It's great that we are sharing this in the day we are not able to stream on YouTube. That's amazing.
right.
Like, we decide to just say this when we are not. You planned this, man. You really just so nobody would watch this right now.
Oh no,
We've got 83 people watching.
Who?
83 people are watching this.
God, guys, what's your problem? Why?
83 people on Twitch. I don't know. To be fair, there might be quite a few on Twitch.
I mean,
83 people on Twitter.
how many of those are bots? Say nudes in
bots.
bio.
No. You have to
No,
the
no,
spaces. You have to actually click them.
Yeah.
I don't know how you see how many's watching. I don't know.
You
Oh,
won't
you
be
go
able
to-
to find out.
You go
Let's
to
check.
Twitter.
No, not on Twitter. On Twitch. Just
Oh,
trying to have
okay,
a quick
fine.
look.
You'd have
but
to
it
go,
doesn't
you'd have
show
to go
me.
to the channel and see like who's live and shit.
It doesn't tell me. Doesn't tell
Yeah,
me.
great. Well, anything else you guys would like to discuss or talk about?
Well, there's the massive game sale at the moment, isn't there?
Oh yeah, okay. There's this. I completely forgot about that. There was.
I bought a game off there. I bought one game. I picked up. Because
Got
if
5
anyone
watching on Twitch.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. We've got more on Twitter. It seems to be our
Yeah.
bigger base at the moment. I did notice, at the moment, Xbox have their spring sale going on up to, is it 75% off
80,
games? Or
80%.
80, up to 80% off
80%.
games. So there's some really good deals out there. As you get towards the bottom of them sales, it's literally just DLCs, credits, and stuff like that for different games. So your majority is at the top. I picked up, I think I only paid £2.49 for it, the Disney collection of Aladdin and the Lion King.
Oh, nice.
It's
Because I
probably
remember
still
playing them
cheaper.
originally.
It's probably still cheaper to get them on Aniva. And if you use our
Yeah.
affiliate link, we will get a little bit of a kickback, but you will save
But by the way, some games that are cheaper during this sale from Xbox and are you cannot find that on Iniba are the previous Call of Duty games. If you're going to like Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, World at War, Modern Warfare, like those games, they are having right now a better price on Xbox than Iniba. Plus, like most of those Call of Duty games are not even available at Iniba right now. But if you consider getting a game on Iniba, do use our link, please.
Yeah, it gives us a bit of a kickback, but it will save you money on games, and you will. There is guides on how you can redeem the codes on our Discord, so join our Discord.
Fimber, answering your question, no, I do not have Midnight Suns. Is it good? Like, is the price okay? How much is it in Brazilian reais right now?
It's free on PlayStation Plus Extra. Just saying.
And how much is PlayStation Plus Extra?
If you were just to get a month, I think it's $13.99 for the month, roughly, or it's £99 for a year.
Okay. By the way, going back in terms of like that, you mentioned the PlayStation subscription. It reminded me of the EA situation. Did you guys see that they probably cancel Dead Space 2 remake?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I heard something.
And then like the studio that was supposedly in development of this remake is now going to be like I don't know if it is going to be a support studio for Battlefield or something like that, but it's going to be working on Battlefield right now.
Yeah, but as Fimber says, EAA has actually come out publicly and denied.
Seriously, thanks.
Yeah, they have come out and denied that the remake.
Where did they do that?
They posted.
Is it right now?
They posted it a while ago. I have seen it. They have actually denied the.
That's nice.
That's happening.
Who could have guessed? Like EA actually trying to do something nice for people. I'm surprised.
An hour ago, VGC got a comment from me saying we don't normally comment on rumors, but there is no validity. How do you pronounce it? Validity to this story. EA claims we don't normally comment, but the story's not true. It's pretty much.
I think everybody's like looking at EA closely at the moment, aren't they? Because they've been a bit all over the fucking place the last few weeks.
So they have denied.
They're slaying off them, destroying that. Good old EA fashion.
Fimber has put the link in the chat.
Thank you so much, Fimber. Yeah, appreciate it. But nice. Good to see something like that. By the way, when it comes to EA, the only thing that I am interested right now from them is that ZAO game.
The new Madden.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
No. Madden is going to be when the NFL starts, mates. Then there is going to be the moment it gets interesting fucking Madden. God damn it.
I wonder if they are.
Or a brand new super mega baseball game. I don't know.
It can't be coincidence that EA are like going through all this pretty disastrous time at the moment after losing the FIFA license. Because that's what they were known for so long, and now they put out their own version, which wasn't really well received. I wonder if they're
like made lots of money. It did well.
I wonder if losing but I wonder if losing the FIFA license is why they've financially decided to. Oh shit, maybe we need to cut back on something.
I think that because they wouldn't agree to pay FIFA the money they wanted to use the name and stuff like that. I think it was kind of the first kickoff, and then Disney followed with wanting more money for their license IPs. That they've said, you know what, we're moving away from this now. We want to make our own stuff with our own brand, our own name on, and get away from these license IPs. Like you've got Star Wars. No. I don't think they're doing another Star Wars. No, it's a Iron Man game, aren't they? Yeah, it's Ubisoft. So EA had got they got the next Star Wars in the Jedi Order, Fallen Order, and that they've got the third and final game of that. You've got the Iron Man game, and then I think you're just going to now move away completely from license IP and just do their own stuff because they're just asking too much money. These companies, even though it's costing them to do nothing.
They've taken too long with these fucking games. That's the problem. These games should have come out when fucking Avengers was peak, not like now. That Marvel's in a shit show.
Yeah, but the problem is I'm looking forward to an Iron Man game, a standalone Iron Man game. It's probably going to be really good because the last Iron Man game they did was actually a good game. It was a really, really good Iron Man game. If you go back and look at videos or play it, It is a good game for its time. For its time, it was a good Iron Man game, not the VR game.
But Iron Man, I think, has the same problem that fucking Superman has. He just flies too fast and too far. You can't confine him to a single fucking space.
Yeah, but if you do it as the way, if you steal from the flying mechanics from Anthem, I think it could work really well.
That would be really good.
But even that needs to be over a city.
Yeah, but they know they can make an open world, they can make a full city and stuff or whatever they've got to do. But again, you can only fly for so long before you've got to start, recharge boosters or whatever. There's stuff you can do.
I want to see a Daredevil game. That's what I want to see.
I know.
With blind bits at like.
Well, the whole game would have to be blind.
Wait. One thing that god damn it, it's just a black screen.
You can have like a first person mode, which is literally like echolocation.
You'd have to run into everything just to get vibrations off to see where you.
Yeah, like you would not even able to see like it wouldn't have a
ground heroes that you need for those sort of games though, not the fucking the A team. You can't. It doesn't work with an A team.
Like the Daredevil game wouldn't have a UI. Like you would not be able to see your health.
Third person like Spider-Man, but you can have like a first-person echolocator.
Yeah, but even in third person, you still won't see anything unless you're going around with your stick tapping on things.
You've never seen the Daredevil movie?
Yeah, you'd be stood there. You'd be tapping on a bin. People looking at you like
we are talking about the Ben Affleck movie. Is that what you're talking about right now? Fuck off.
To be fair, I loved
Jesus
Daredevil when it came out.
Wake me up inside, can't wake up. Wake me up inside. These evanescence in there, so it's all good for me.
I fucking love that first movie. I thought it was great.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Fucking Colin Farrell's Bullseye. Fucking brilliant.
My lord.
Killing people by throwing fucking like toothpicks at them. It's great. Shit Kingpin. They shouldn't have had Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin. Was he in that movie? I can't remember.
Yeah, he was Kingpin. He's died now, hasn't he? He died a few years ago, didn't he?
Years ago. Like 10 years
ago. No, I like Vincent. Is he called Vincent Defino?
Yeah. This blew my mind. I don't know if I told you this, but it blew my mind the other day when I found out that he is the alien in fucking Men in Black. You know,
you told me.
Wait. Which alien? Wait.
You know, like the first Men in Black, where like that alien lands.
You're talking about the cockroach.
He takes over that farmer's body. Yeah.
You're talking about that?
That's him.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's the same guy. Yeah.
What the
How mental was that?
It was in the Jurassic World film as well. He was in the first one, but he's done.
Also in, Full Metal Jacket, wasn't he?
Full Metal Jacket, yeah. But he's as Kingpin is the crossovers they can do with him. It's the perfect guy for the perfect role, and he's going to be Kingpin, or he plays the mayor, Kingpin as the mayor in the new Spider-Man film as well, Spider-Man 4. So that's going to be good. I like the crossover, getting Daredevil in the last Spider-Man film for that brief. That was amazing.
They've just finished wrapping Daredevil Born Again, haven't they, with John Bernthal? Is it Bernthal?
Yeah, Bernthal. Yeah,
reprising his role. He is the perfect Frank Castle.
Oh yeah,
anyone there, he is the perfect Punisher.
Daredevil, Punisher are the two best TV series that Marvel have ever made. The rest,
but
no.
Are they going to stick to it? Like, are they going to stick to Netflix's canon, though? That's the thing. Or are they just going to fucking over Marvel it?
No. It's using a lot of characters and DNA from what Netflix did. Because at the end of the day, Netflix couldn't do anything that Marvel didn't approve. But it's going to keep that same tone because they did the scripts. They got some director in and producers to do the scripts and writers, and it was over Marvel-fied, like proper. Like the films type stuff, which they all got sacked. They got all new ones in, and they said we want that DNA and that magic the series that came before it made, and apparently because they wouldn't sign on unless it was right, and apparently it's right, and it's.
I'll tell you what, that season, the first season finale of The Punisher, fucking made me physically uncomfortable. I couldn't handle it. I had to look away.
Yeah.
And I've watched movies like The Sadness, you know, that Korean fucking fucked up film where it's like they get pleasure out of just mutilating and like shit each other. and that didn't bother me.
One guy is mutilating.
Yeah,
the
like,
other one is just
well,
taking a crap.
The movie The Sadness is a Korean like zombie film, but when they become infected, they become like murderous sex fiends. So like they brutalize everybody and they just like sexually abuse everybody. It's an absolutely fucked up film, but it is actually really good.
Sounds good.
Oh, the
It's on
Koreans.
Pornhub.
Okay.
There's no scenes like that.
There's a lot of Japanese Pornhub.
There's a lot of implied like sexual references, but there's no like scenes like that sort of nature. But it's implied in like the subs. The Koreans do a fucking great horror movie. Honestly, they're fantastic for it. Train to Busan's another really good zombie film. But shit, what was I saying? Yeah. The Punisher season finale. That end scene where he's smashing his face into that mirror. Oh my god, it made me physically uncomfortable. I had to look away.
By the way, are they doing a Punisher game or something like that? What?
No, I don't think so.
There rumors or something like that?
Fuck, it should be. This is the thing, though. They make all these games for all the characters you don't give a shit about anymore. Like, could you imagine a Ghost Rider game? It'd be fucking brilliant. It
wouldn't.
It would be. Picture like Days Gone, you're riding through a fucking city at night time and you become the spirit of vengeance.
Fuck.
You get to beat people up with your fucking chains and shit.
Okay, so you wanna a game like that? Go play Right to Hell Retribution. There we go. Go play that shit.
Seriously, that'd be awesome. You ride around as Ghost Rider, you get your fucking chains, and you can beat people up with chains like Kratos and his Chaos Blades. Be awesome, man.
Well, then again, you might get something like that eventually, because, like, say, Disney are looking at acquiring studios to work just first-party studios to make licensed IP games. So I think that it makes me wonder is why they're increasing these license fees so high to force them to get the IPs and assets back, so then they can do it themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like it is. It probably is because like they invested. They decided to invest heavily on Epic Games. They are now stockholders of Epic Games. Why? Because Epic Games has the Unreal Engine. So why wouldn't they be doing that as well? Why wouldn't they? Why would they do that if they are not intended to make their own games, make their own shit? I'm surprised that Ubisoft is still going to be releasing a Star Wars game. I'm surprised that EA is going to be still doing an Iron Man game. So like,
yeah, but this stuff is already contracted, isn't it?
I can't wait for
any
future
stuff.
But EA was in contracts with Disney.
I have never looked
before they decided to give up on making Star Wars games.
I've never looked forward to a Star Wars game until I saw that Outlaws. I think that was fucking great.
See, I'm not keen on it. I'm really not keen on it. I like being a Jedi or a Sith.
No. We all know why. We all know why, BMG.
Why the guns?
It's because it's because you play as a woman.
Yep, that's what it is. BMG hates playing as females.
No, I wanted to play as a transgender character, and I'm not happy that it's not transgender. Sorry.
Game's
not woke enough for me.
At the end of last week's episode, BMG does not like playing a strong female lead character.
No, I want to play. I'm inclusive. I want to play as a trans character. The game's not woke enough for me. I'm sorry.
Go play. Tell me why.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my God! Tell me why it's a perfect game.
I'm going to end this show. I'm going to end the show before it fucking de-escalates into an absolute shit show like last week's did.
I lost about 30 followers on Twitter because of last week's show.
Fucking BMG's hate speech towards different,
Hang on a minute. I didn't say I hated you. The one that said you.
I never said I hated anyone. You said I did.
No, you did. You said you. I'm sure you said you hated.
Nine off the BMG becomes a bigot. Apparently,
you did out of the sudden point said that the BMG hated women.
Right.
Like, do not lie. Say that I didn't throw the shit at you.
Time to close the show before it goes south. Listen, if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitter, thank you for tuning in. Sorry that it's not on YouTube tonight. Don't know what the fuck's going on there. But hopefully Ash can download the playback off Twitch and then re-upload it to YouTube if you did miss tonight's show. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Back again, same time next week at 8 p.m. British Standard Time it is now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Not really. British Standard Time.
I do have one more thing to say.
Oh my lord!
Hail Satan in it. Fucking, it's coming.
No,
Hail
it's almost
Satan.
the end.
Yeah, there it is. What an arsehole. Right. Good night, everybody. Have a good week. Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't forget to wash your balls.
That